sometimes the best surf days start in the dark. This was one of those mornings. I headed up the 405 way earlier than I usually do. A solid south swell was lighting up Malibu, and I wanted to get there early for it. As I pulled into town, the sun was just starting to peek over the hills. Everything felt calm, beautiful. One of those rare, quiet moments before the day fully wakes up. I made my way towards my usual filming spot, the Malibu pier. But the pier was closed, and I was there so early that the gates were still locked. Time to improvise. There's this one angle I've been wanting to try for a while, just off PCH behind the fence. It's not the most glamorous setup, but the perspective is solid. From here, I could still capture multiple waves being ridden at the same time. And if I framed it right, I could film third point with the beach and crowd in the foreground, and follow that wave all the way over to first point. Then I moved down to the sand for a lower angle, more eye level with the surfers. It gave me a whole different feel, closer to the energy, and I could catch more of the action there on the beach. Not a bad backup plan. Sometimes getting forced out of your routine is the best thing that can happen. Good swell, solid waves, and a fresh perspective. That was a good day. Thanks for watching. I'm Brad Jacobson, and I'll see you on the sand.